Good evening and welcome to Wheelybins TV for this special event, the Movember Fundraiser Tash 2018. We're here at the Charlotte Dirt Track this evening for part one of tonight's events with the Midgets on track very soon. Joining me in the comms box tonight with the very pleasure of introducing you to Pete Davison and Jacob Knight. Welcome, boys.
Tash.
It's going to be a huge evening, I can say that right now. Jacob, how are you going there, mate? You're all sorted?
Yep, Dan, just getting all sorted, loading into the lobby now. Hello to everyone. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.
It's going to be a big one tonight here on Wheelybins TV. It's one of our first ever outside of our normal Wheelybins Mayhem Republic broadcasts, so something a little bit different doing for the Tash Movember Fundraiser. Of course, it's for a great cause to get some spotlight on men's health around the country and of course around the world, growing a mow for Movember. I've got mine in, although I'm not real good at growing a mow. I'm more of a bit of a smear. It gets a little bit out of control, but I have tried, so that's what counts.
Mate, there's a few mows out there. I see Matty Hill supporting a pretty big one, and he was is strongly behind this event. He's put a lot together tonight. Jacob, how about you? Can you grow one?
I can, but I don't like growing it out because it doesn't connect to my beard, so it looks awkward.
mine doesn't grow very well.
These are these things, you know, I actually get a little bit depressed that I can't grow an impressive mow, so I don't know if Movember's a great thing at all, but anyway, that's what it's for. So we hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. It's going to be some speedway action, and who doesn't love some speedway action?
Mate, Movember's wonderful, Dan, and you're just going to have to let it grow for a little bit longer, mate. Should be right. Yeah, 24 cars here so far at the dirt track at Charlotte. It's a warm day, low 30s, moisture level. It's building. So late in the afternoon. Could be exciting for the feature tonight. This track's fairly wet at the moment.
It's a nice track out there at the moment, actually, and looking at the midgets out there on track at the moment, the guys are doing quite well. We've got some very talented drivers in tonight's lineup. It's going to be huge. The action will be on at the front of the pack, that's for sure, and mid-pack battles will be everywhere. So running through some of the drivers so far in practice at the moment, looking at the top 15, so far up there in top, it's Mr. Rob Broden sitting there in number 1, Alex Bergeron sitting in number 2, C. Arthur, that's Callan Arthur sitting in number 3, Jared Steen in number 4, Matt Hill, the host and the mostest of Dirt Division, sitting there in number 5. Hopefully he does quite well. That's an interesting top 5 right here.
Only got 0.7 across the whole, about the top 20, so that's pretty impressive.
It's very close times here, and dirt track racing does influence that sort of close times, being that they are short lap times to start with, and you get really close racing. But it's all down to hundredths of a second around these tracks. You can really make it or break it by gaining a couple of hundredths of a second. So let's see how these guys go tonight. It's going to be interesting. We have another 5 minutes remaining here in the practice session, and we'll move into qualifying here on Wheelybins TV for the Movember Fundraiser and Tash. It's going to be a big night.
Dan, is this a dirt midget or a speed car in the Northern Territory?
This would probably be more of a speed car, I'm guessing, but we probably run more of a similar setup at the Formula 500, which have actually similar to these, but have got wings and actually side mount engines, like you've got your CBR 500 motors hanging off the side of them or something like that. But it's very similar style of car.
Yeah, nice. These are running, I guess we're running Toyota and Chrysler. The actual iRacing version runs, I'm not even quite sure what that runs, but it's a 400 horsepower, 1,000 sort of pound little animal. And certainly on a moist track in the afternoon with 23 other guys, it's, well, look at that as we see someone up the inside.
They get a little out of control and they get a little front wheel happy, that's for sure. Sticking them up on the rear wheels is very easy to do in these things. That's for sure. It makes them hard to control.
Mate, the dirt track at Charlotte, mid down the straight, seems to be a little bumpy from these cars doing, just as you said, Dan, as we've got somebody over. Whoa. That looked like David Hillman, I think.
He the one he was trying Trying to look.
No, might not have been.
Might not have been. I shouldn't have done that because now I've thrown the replay screen up. We're back to the live action in the Pete's. That's okay. Alex Bergeron's out on track at the moment, though. He's the one to watch tonight. He is one of the world's #1 drivers here on the dirt track of iRacing. It's going to be huge to see how he goes out on track tonight and see how the competition goes with him
he's
out
putting
there.
the pressure on stickers, isn't he, Dan?
Out at the moment in the Positive car, yes. David Wack in this Positive Midget out there at the moment, around the outside in practice. Whoa, Bergeron's hit the wall.
Oh, oh no, there's a bit of damage there. It's right, they get that car off quite quickly and get it fixed up.
They certainly will. While we are talking about one of the sponsors of the event, Positive Signs and Graphics Supplies, that's one of the main men right there on track at the moment, Mr. David Wack. We call him affectionately Stickers in the Positive Midget out there at the moment, sitting in 18th at the moment when it comes to lap times. You can see the detail on these cars out on the track. It's amazing.
I noticed there was a NVIDIA update today. I hope everyone's done their updates before tonight's event. We know they can cause a little bit of issue. A few other sponsors tonight. We've got Fast Car Beds have put in tonight for the Tash Dash. Positive Signs and Graphics, as you said. Raker Design and Print as well is also supporting tonight's event. So it's good to see all those guys are on board.
It is nice, and it makes these events possible. And we got the total before. Actually, this event's raised over $1,000 just for Movember. We're $400 up in prize money tonight. That's a massive achievement, and thank you to our sponsors for that. But $702 is the total raised that's going to Movember. That's great for an event like this, and good to see some support from the community.
That is terrific, and as well as the support from Movember, quite nice prizes for the top 5 in each of tonight's events. And $90 for the win, it's pretty good.
It is, it's good prize money, and that man on screen at the moment who's just going bush, Alex Bergeron, he's found his way around the backtrack. I'm pretty sure he knows a secret way back to the pits. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, he looks lost here.
The man's a bit of an expert of a dirt track. Most of the guys there in practice getting some warm-up time in these cars. We've got just over a minute remaining here in practice before we move into the qualifying session. Matt Hill's out there on track at the moment in the Tank T car. This man's a bit of a master when it comes to dirt driving. I've watched some of his Facebook streams on the Dirt Division Facebook page. Well worth a check out with his actual sprint car chassis when it comes to a sim rig.
Have you seen the pictures of his rig?
It is, it's unbelievable.
Well, it's all about simulating an experience and muscle memory. So if you can put yourself in something that feels that is to scale to what you would use if you're out on the track, mate, that's got to be worthwhile.
Alex Bergeron now is doing some donuts and some monos in that secret pit area.
Yeah, he's got some burnouts happening there in the midget. There is a fair bit of shenanigans carrying on out there at the back lots there. We'll get a bit of a view there from the blimp. Old Ronald's managed to spare us some time and get up in the blimp.
Oh, it's good to see Ronald's back.
Yeah, sure, it's good to see him back. How was his little holiday, Dan? What did you get up to? What did you give him? What did you pay him?
He's had a brilliant holiday, actually. He was at the Bathurst 1000 this year. He was causing a ruckus up on the hill. And I'm pretty sure he buried a few slabs of VB in there the week before, so he was quite messy when I met him.
I'd imagine he's had a pretty big journey across the Atlantic to Charlotte to get the blimp there. That's it would have taken him a while.
Yeah, we set him off last week. We gave him a $100 McDonald's voucher so he could call into Macca's across the globe and pick up some Big Macs. And we gave
him McDonald's.
Somebody stuffed up the bottle order actually, and instead of a carton of VB, they got him a carton of Melbourne Bitter, and evidently that induced a little bit of motion sickness while he was flying. But they're all the stories that I've heard by rumour. We haven't spoken to Ronald definitely, but I'm glad to see him here at the track tonight.
It's much like what the Bottle O sponsorship did in V8 Supercars, isn't it, Dan?
It is something like that, and it's a big news in the V8 Supercars for next year, but we're not talking about Supercars tonight. We're here at Charlotte for the midgets and the dirt track. The qualifying session's about to begin very shortly.
Those are 3 laps. It's a single qualifying session. Each driver gets to go out on their own and tame the beast that is the Charlotte dirt. Dan, have you got any times up yet?
Looking at the times at the moment, not at the moment. No times have come through for the qualifying session. Big hello to everybody viewing tonight's stream on Wheelybins TV, on our YouTube channel, also on our Facebook page, all at Wheelybins TV, also over on Twitch. Welcome to those people watching. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. The time starting to come through, and straight away Ben Morrison has put down the fastest time of the session in the qualifying.
Looks like Alex Bergeron isn't far behind him. Rod Bowden, who was fastest in practice, is in 3rd. Bradley Cooper's up there. Is that like the Bradley Cooper from the A-team?
Certainly could be.
I think it is.
Our own Matt Hill's been shuffled down to 10th position in his qualifying session. Alex Bergeron's out there on track also in number 2 at the moment. Bit of competition up the top. It's good to see. Right up on the wall. Oh, right up on the wall as he takes it out. That's unfortunate for Alex in his qualifying session. Looking at some of the other guys out on track. Number 6 position is Jared Steen, sorry. Sitting in 6th position in qualify at the moment.
We yet to see Skilby put a lap down?
I haven't seen Skilby yet put a lap down. That's someone we're going to have to keep an eye out for. Stickers in the Positive Signs and Graphics car putting a lap down also out there during his qualifying session. Good to hear Skinner in the YouTube chat. He was getting off me about knocking the Melbourne beers, but he's warming up with a couple just to make sure he's ready for the 410s. Good to hear there, Skinner.
410 after a couple of brownies would certainly be fun. Well, that'll be interesting. That's the race coming up after tonight's Dirt Midget race here at Charlotte. We're going to Knoxville for the 410s.
Yeah,
similar format.
Bit of a trop across the states. A quick trip across there. Late afternoon here. We'll be hitting the night time as we go into it over in at Knoxville. But it's going to be a big night. The 410s are going to be awesome, but these things also very quick and great to watch. As qualifying sessions wrapping up right now, most of the cars out on track have done their laps. We'll have a look at the top 15. We get some numbers in there. Sorry, the race has already clicked over. We're looking at the first race of the session, which is a heat race.
Mate, it is. We've got 3 heats, and we've got 7, 7, and 6 cars in each heat. So that's very exciting for tonight. A minute to go for the first heat. 8 laps, 6 minutes. Track should start coming together, I guess. Dan, the moisture content was high tonight, I think they were saying. So possibly won't dry out like it has been previously in a couple of other events we've seen this week. So that should be good for the lap times and also good for the drivers, I guess. It's always easier to run on a track without too much slick and rubber down on it to burn your tyres.
Yeah, you're right. It gets really slick when it starts to dry out, and you really got to start hunting for that cushion up high. And of course, the cushion starts to push closer and closer to the wall, and that's when it becomes a little more dangerous. You're hugging that wall all around the corners. It's going to be a tough race for these guys. 6 cars on the grid lining up behind the iRacing pace car at the moment, ready to get underway here for the first heat of the Tash Dash 2018 right here on Wheelybins TV. Big thank you for joining us. Back on the track now, the 6 cars lining up behind the iRacing pace car. We're going to get ready to go real soon. There's a little bit of movement.
Morrison in 1, is it? Rob Bowden 2. Corey Benson in 3. Scotty Butler 4. 5 is Alex Myers. 6, we've got Tristan Yelland in 6, and that rounds out the top 6.
Be an interesting race. These guys fighting it out to make sure they get into the feature race tonight.
6 cars in this first heat. Not a lot of cars, but that does mean that the racing is going to be closer and more exciting. Hopefully we don't see too many accidents.
No, you wouldn't want to be around here with too many cars like you will in the feature. There seems to be a lot of movement across the track in all of these cars throughout the race, so yeah, it's good fun. Will we see any wheel stands this early? Has the track ripped up enough yet, Dan?
It's going to be interesting. These guys have got a lot of torque off the start, and you've really got to control that throttle to make sure you get a good launch, so see how experience plays out.
Mate, but you seem to drive them off the rear wheels, don't you? And here we go as we're setting up for a start. Pace car's in.
Heat number 1 ready to go here at Charlotte Dirt Track. Midgets, we've got the green call. Away they go down the main straight.
Whoa!
Nice and spread out through the first corner. They all lock into their positions.
Nice work, Ben Morrison just tries out.
Rob Bowden there, we're working the high line, trying to find a way around Scott Butler.
Yeah, right, he's nice. He's picked it up now. He's just using a little bit different line. We've got 3 cars fighting back here with Scott though. Scott, Alex, and Tristan. Now Tristan's coming up behind.
Guys out in front of playing it out. Back to Tristan though. He's trailing on the rear of the grid at the moment. He's going to have to put in some hard laps. There's only 8 laps here to prove himself on.
Mate, that's nice. You see the 3 cars on the low line and the 3 cars on the high line. Well, someone's gone a bit high.
Got Alex Myers up there on the outside. Got Butler there in front of him.
Well, Scott's trying to roll across. Corey's trying to roll Scott there.
Bit of a battle pack here, fighting it out for third and fourth. Second and third, sorry. 3 to go in this number 1 heat race.
Track looks good, it's grippy.
It is. It's a tidy looking track here this afternoon. The track prep guys have done their job.
15.5 for Ben.
Very tidy lap out there in front. Doing it quite comfortably, taking that tight line while we look at Rob there in second place. Back to Corey Benson there in third. Got Butler into fourth, Alex Myers in fifth, Tristan Yelland. Christo taking up the rear there in sixth position at the moment. Nice and consistent though, good driving from him. Ben Morrison has taken the win here in heat number 1.
Yeah, nice work, Ben. Everyone was quite tidy. There wasn't any real accidents. So it was a great first heat. And to see the 2 different lines, definitely producing different laps.
Heat number 2 now. We'll see Jared Steen off in P1. Brad Cooper off in P2. P3 we'll see Clint Shane Smith.
Brad Cooper from the A team.
P4 we'll see Shannon Adamson. P5 we'll see Craig Anspatch, a regular to Wheelybins, and in P6 we'll see Danny Vassell. Oh, and in 7th, can't forget Vinny in P7. Can we, boys?
Skilby's here in 7. This will be interesting. He might be able to get a good jump at the start of this heat.
He has been doing a lot. He should be doing all right tonight.
All right, everyone's rolling out now for their warm-ups out behind the pace car. Seven in this heat. I think I saw a 15.4 last lap, Dan. Last heat, sorry. So the track's still coming together.
Yeah, it should be good as the track starts to come on. Pacing at the moment. Anticipation is high. Palms are sweaty, no doubt. Sim racing is definitely intense stuff. If you want to get involved on it, check out iRacing.com. Get yourself some gear and get into it, because this dirt racing stuff is intense and it is like the real deal. Ready to go now. Jared Steen pulling it off pole.
A little bit of contact already.
A little bit of biff and baff on the pace lap.
Well, then it's green.
Green flag, away they go. Great start there by Jared on the inside. Bradley Cooper dropping in just behind him but running wide.
Nice work on 93. Yeah, ran a little wide there, but that's all right. He's setting up and he's back on the grid. These top 5 cars, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 6th, and we've got Skilby. Danny Vassell in the middle.
Putting the pressure on there. He's going to have to move up a little bit from 5th though.
Still at this battle for the lead. Brad Cooper is on the low line. Usually you're slow when you're low, but not today, and he's taken the lead.
He has slipped it up under there, under Jared.
Oh, having nice some net code issues and it's caused trouble.
That was close. Brad Cooper out in 1. Jared Steen's closing in again. We've got Clint in 3rd, Clint Shane Smith in 3rd with Shannon Adamson in 4. 5 is Danny Vassell, Skilby in 6.
Oh, he's clipped a tyre, he's around, he's going to roll, no he's not. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Fortunately, Brad Cooper clips the tyre on the inside, and unfortunately, Craig Anspatch was a bad one. I'm not so lucky one involved in that one. Oh, and Vinny's around too. A little bit of chaos here in Heat 2.
Well, that was lucky. But they're back 6 and 7. Now we've got a big wheel stand. Oh, that's what happened. Track's starting to grip up.
Live on track. 3 laps to go.
Jared Steen out in front with 3 to go. He's done a 15.6 versus a 15.9 for Clint Shane Smith. Danny Vassell in 3rd. 4th, Shannon Adamson's about a 2nd behind.
Nice work by Craig there, sitting in 5th at the moment. Clean race. Brad Cooper's managed to move his way back up to 6th there, passing Vincent. Last lap and around she goes. Jared Steen has won heat number 2 here on the Tash Dash 2018. It's Charlotte in the midgets. Big wheel stand of victory. Congratulations to Jared. The guys will start to line up for heat number 3.
Safety cars, official pace cars out there waiting.
This will be a big one.
I think that's what you call a pace truck.
You're probably right. The Americans are rolling. We could just call it a ute.
Well, I think it's a Chevy Silverado.
This is going to be a
short. You guys reckon?
That probably
Could
is.
Be a Silverado.
Looks like it from the front.
Wow.
It's going to be a tight race, this one. We've got the main man, Alex Bergeron, starting off at number 1. Dave Hillman in number 2. Kellen Arthur there in 3. Matt Hill in 4. Vincent Romeo in 5. And Mr. Stickers, David Wack in number 6 as they roll off behind the pace truck.
Well, this is going to be a very, very interesting heat, and obviously you need to finish well to try and get yourself in the feature for tonight. Consolation race will be up after this. 10 minutes, 15 laps, and then we'll have all the top drivers take part in the feature after that.
Certainly action-packed already. I haven't stopped. Just mad, this dirt track racing.
Dan, you'll have to forgive me. How many laps is the feature?
15 laps.
The feature I thought was a little longer than that, but we'll find out.
I think it's 30. Hang on.
That's the consolation, whatever that is.
That's what we call the B main.
Oh, the B main and the A main.
The top four will go forward into the final race for tonight. So as we get ready, the safety truck is in.
Alex Bergeron off in pole position. Will he get a good jump on David?
Green flag, they're away. Alex gets a monster start underneath the monster car, ironically, but the monster car's fighting back on the inside lane as Alex steps out to the outside.
David Ellerman into the lead. Good move.
Nice work. Great job from David
Up
there.
inside now. Cullen Arthur's on the attack to Alex Bergeron.
Oh, here's Alex around the outside, running the high line.
Fighting it out hard.
Yep.
Matt Hill's sitting there just watching these two battle it out, waiting for a mistake to take advantage.
Oh, Matt Hill's closing now. There's nearly a mistake and a wheel stand for Alex.
Great paint job there on Matt Hill with the big mo. Oh, he's just giving him a shove.
Between Matt Hill.
That's a big
heavy
hit.
contact.
Matt and Vince.
Oh, that's a shame, but there's no yellows here in this race. They're going to have to fight back there from that. David Wack Stickers back there in 6th place. He might try to be able to capitalise on that mistake. Great looking car. Positive Signs and Graphic Supplies. Thank you for their sponsorship.
As we got the top 3. David Hellman's out in front. Alex Bergeron's in second, catching him. He's pulled out half a second from Colleen Arthur. And unfortunately, contact for Matt. Vince is slowing down, and he's coming into the pits.
Oh, there must be some heavy damage done to that car. He's going to have to get that sorted out.
You're the best.
Alex Bergeron fighting back now, tight from 2nd place. Going to be a tough for him to get it. 2 laps to go here in this heat number 3. I think he's going to have to settle for 2nd place. David has got him up there at the front.
Yeah, David pulled out early. He's got a good 2.5 seconds on him.
Callan's there in behind though, looking for a 2nd place, but don't think he's got the pace there to get Alex Bergeron. Last lap around here.
David's run wide. He's taken the high line, trying to push that cushion out a little bit. No, he's flying. He's just out there enjoying being out in front for this 3rd heat for tonight.
Unbelievable win there from David in heat number 3. Good work by him. Well done, Alex Bergeron. Also in 2nd place. Helen Arthur in 3rd. Matt Hill 4th. David Box Stickers managed to get up into 5th place.
All right, so we're rolling into the 10-minute, 15-lap consolation feature, and then we'll go into a 30-minute, 30-lap feature, and the top 4 cars out of this will meet the fastest cars from tonight in the A main. 40 seconds to go.
You should actually jump on the track there, Mr. Davison, because judging you logged into the race, you're actually on the grid there, sitting in P4 for the consolation race.
Yeah, right.
Awesome work here at Charlotte Motorsports Park. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Give us a thumbs up on the Wheelybins TV Facebook page or the YouTube channel. We'll give you a shout out. Thanks for being here and thanks for tuning in. Guys are on the grid at the moment. Four cars in this race. Tristan, Brad, Vince and Vincent. Away they go on their pacing lap. iRacing truck out there leading them around. This is the consolation prize to see who gets into the B main race tonight. Trying to squeeze their way into a feature race.
Might have given them a little bit more practice on the circuit. The circuit's quite ripe now. It's dried out a bit from having 21 cars run across 20 laps, so.
Yeah, iRacing have done a fantastic job when it comes to the evolution of the tracks in this simulator, that's for sure. It makes for great racing and varying racing as well, so big thumbs up to iRacing for getting that done.
That big truck certainly dwarfs those dirt midgets.
It does, doesn't it?
You wouldn't want to hit one at speed if the safety truck came out. As the safety truck goes into that tight little pit lane.
He's four.
Oh, here he comes. Nice hand. Whoa, look at that. Nice turn from the safety truck.
Leave some marks on the ground too, and an early jump there from Tristan.
He did get an early jump there, but Brad's managed to rein that back in again as we see Vince trying to dive up on the inside.
Everybody's reined it back in again. Vince and Brad.
Tristan's
nice
just
start. Vince is
back.
high. I think they didn't. I think he missed the start by the looks of things. Skilby's on his tail.
It'll work there.
Vince running the high line.
Brad Cooper's managed to get out a good lead though. Down on that nice tight low line. We'll see what Vince can do up there on the high. Throwing the mud up against the wall. Whoa, way up high there for Vincent.
Brad's got it together. Looks great out in front.
Yeah, he's got some great car control there from Brad. Got that nice tight line. Yeah, awesome time. 15.9 around here.
Other guys are in the low 16s, so he's pulling away. Skilby's up one. Skilby's taken Vincent. Vincent is trying to catch Vince, is what I was trying to say. Sorry about that.
A little confusing there. Vincent there in second. Sorry, Vince in second. Vincent in third. I'll do the same. Oh! Tristan smacked him in the back.
Tristan and Vincent.
Oh, that car's bent. That left rear.
He's done some damage there. Hopefully Vincent got away with that. Looking like Vincent's car looks pretty good still. That's good news for him.
But Brad seems to be the solid performer here. Got a fair margin on Vince Romeo.
Well, you're right there, Jacob. Mate, stand on your head. You might need to stand and get rid of those hiccups.
Sounds like he's eating his dinner a little too quick.
No.
Well, I was going to say, I think he ate his dinner too quick getting ready tonight.
I'm drinking me water. That's probably the reason why.
Got to stay hydrated.
I think a bit of bad luck put Brad into the consolation main tonight. He's done another 15.9, so his pace is pretty good.
He has got good pace, and Vince is doing well as well on the high line, getting that track working up the top, getting used to it, because that's where it's going to have to be when it comes to the feature, when this track starts wearing in. Good news for Vincent to move up into third. Tristan there still struggling a little bit in fourth. Bad luck for him after such a great jump on the start, looking so promising. 5 laps to go.
Movember and tonight's dash is, you know, the importance of mental health, especially when you're racing against other people on iRacing. You know, certainly gets the emotions running high events like this. So it's good that we all get together and expand our emotions like that without getting obnoxious at each other, Dan.
No, you're not wrong. It's important to talk to people. If you're feeling a little down or struggling with something, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help.
Vince Romeo's actually dropped down to third. Has he made some sort of mistake? Because Vince and Skillbet's moved into P2.
Oh.
Something we've missed there.
Something we have missed.
Oh, Mo, that's Mo good.
It is. Lovely work there. No good at all.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's time to get the Movember jokes out, start pulling them out the hat.
Yeah, we are missing Norrie tonight. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it into the comms box. His Datsun broke down somewhere on the highway and couldn't make it.
I think you gave Jacobs. You guys went through your Mo jokes for tonight, didn't you?
Oh, I don't think so. That must be his job.
He did have the full lap, but Brad Cooper's taken it out, finishing the race. #1 position for him in the consolation race. Well done to Brad. Vincent pulling in number 2.
9.5 minutes.
In second.
Skilby Oh,
Vince
Skilby did it tomorrow.
Doing some aerial work there. I don't know if he was happy with his drive there tonight, but sitting there in 4th position.
Mate, we're going to roll into a 3-minute warm-up, and then we're going to hit the 30-minute, 30-lap feature. Should hopefully finish a little earlier as all the cars roll out. Everyone's super keen to get out and get a couple of laps under the belt.
Cars are rolling out on track. While they're out on the warm-up, we're going to take a quick break here on Wheelybins TV. We'll be back real soon with more action, so stick around.
God's wish for a real car bed come
Yeah, someone was eating the whole way through there.
Car beds that look and feel like real cars. Sleek, stunning designs, graceful contouring, superior craftsmanship, made in Europe. Imagine from bath to bed in 10 seconds. Make your kids' dreams come true. Get your kids fast asleep with a fast car bed. Visit fastcarbeds.com.au to view our amazing car beds.
With your eyes on the lead, tears don't stop the fire. It's killing time. Back from the dead, see their eyes got nothing left. Kiss me, I am the cobra. It's killing time.
We are back here at the Tash 2018 Movember Fundraiser. Big thank you to our great sponsors who has helped us out to make this event possible. Fast Car Beds, big thanks to them for sticking in some prize money. Positive Signs and Graphics, thank you to those. Raker Designs and Print and DirtDivisions.com.au. Mr. Matt Hill is at the helm of that. We're at the Charlotte Dirt Track tonight and we're enjoying some great racing. The cars are out on the track warming up at the moment. We'll move back down to the track and see how these guys are going. Warm-ups, it's going to be a big race. There's 19 cars in the track tonight for the feature race. As warm-up just finishes off, these guys are about to go live and the loud pedal is going to get pressed big time.
I believe we do have safety cars, so will we see one come out?
We do have safety cars, that's correct.
It will make things interesting.
19 cars, I think there might be some carnage. Hopefully there isn't, but
well, hopefully not any carnage, but it doesn't take much just to run a little wide and throw a wheel in somewhere where it shouldn't, and we'll bring out the yellow.
Yeah, it's going to be some tough racing for these guys. 19 cars out there on track. It's going to be tight for these boys. These little cars, they're very nimble, but can cause some mayhem on the track. So hopefully we don't see too much of it and we don't see too many of those yellow flags and we get a good clean race.
So off the front row, we've got Ben Morrison and Rob Bowden. David Hillman and Alex Bergeron off row 2, Clint Shane Smith and Danny Vassell off 3, Scotty Butler and Corey Bankston's off 4, 9 and 10 is Colleen Arthur and Maddie Hill in 10 as we're getting ready to roll off with the course truck now.
Feature race here at Charlotte with the Dirt Midgets for Tash 2018.
Look at all these cars, Dan. This is going to be a very exciting race.
Big crowd.
It's almost like a big bunch of angry bees.
They're all buzzing around the track.
Well, there's a bit on for a win here tonight. And the top 5 points scoring positions are paying starting at $90.
Great prize money on the line.
A few of the heavy hitters out tonight. Very much so. First is $90. $50 for second, third is $30, fourth position will be $20, and fifth position catches themselves $10. So that's awesome for turning up tonight for a great cause. There's been a lot of money put together for tonight to give to Movember Australia, which all the Mo's must be coming off tonight, tomorrow, Dan.
I reckon there's probably quite a few spouses out there that are probably keen to shave those Mo's off at midnight tonight, get rid of Movember.
Right, here we go for the dash, the Tash dash, 30 laps.
Oh,
Pace
can you
cars in.
contact? Oh, hang on, what's going on?
Big
Green
at the
flags
back.
away.
Oh, wheel
No, there's
stand.
a wheel stand on the inside from the monster car. Oh. We're all through turn 1 and 2 cleanly. A bit of contact. Are they going to crash?
No, beautiful.
No,
Nice
keep-
work. Oh, we've got a bit of we've got an incident at the back of the pack.
Alex Bergeron. Jared Steen's on the outside.
Benny Morrison is in 1. He's fighting with David Hellman around the outside. He's gone low. Ben's gone low. He's actually catching the back marker.
They're actually catching Mr. Stickers. His car must be down and still.
Oh,
down
yellow
the
flag.
yellow flag.
Well, not a bad opening couple of laps. Oh, who have we got there? Is that Robbie Bowden into the wall?
Oh, Mo.
6. Restarts are going to be single file. That was a pretty exciting start, though. Wow, there's 20 of these little cars look awesome around this track together.
Makes for exciting racing when you get these guys together, and there's not a lot of places you can go on the corners. There's a high line or a low line, and it's depending on which is working as to what people are going to choose. But you want both of them to work because it's very difficult to pass when there is only one line working on the track.
We've seen varying drivers using different parts of the course, so that seems to be evolving in more than one area, Dan. I see the pack's trying to run the middle line down a bit. I wonder if they're looking to try and clear a bit of moisture out of there and make a wider line to run on.
So I'm actually looking through all the cars here, and Tristan Yeelan unfortunately has some nose damage, so hopefully his mustache is okay. Or mustache. I don't know.
He's down the line in 15. Stickers, we've got stickers in 18. As we've got Jared Steen out in 1, David in 2, Alex Bergeron in 3, Danny Vassell 4 and Ben Morrison 5, Corey Benson 6, Colleen 7, Scotty Butler 8, Alex Myers 9, Brad Cooper from the A team. Is it the actor? I'm not sure. He's in 10. Was he like dating Jessica Biel? Maybe that's another conversation for another time. Matt Hill is in 11, just outside the top 10. Remember, it's only early. We're on lap 6. As here we go.
Yeah, green again. Jared Steen leads the pack out in P1.
Alex very high. Alex and Corey high.
Plenty of carry on back in the pack around 9, 10, 11. These guys separating themselves a bit. Everyone's pulling a different line.
I think Matt's up too. Oh, and look, here comes Brad Cooper up the inside of Matt Hill.
Unbelievable driving on that low line. It's really working for him. You can see that groove there in the dirt. Just starting to get that low line cushion.
Alex Bergeron trying to find a way past David Hiedemann.
Look at second, third, and fourth. Although we're on the high line, although I think is that Dave's lost a bit sideways, come down to the low line. Second,
Seems to
third,
be
and
now drivers are looking for the higher line.
Oh, now as you say that, we've got Jared's gone high.
Yeah. They're all over the track at the moment.
Oh, here we go. How about 5, 6, 7? Danny Vassell, Corey Benson, and Colleen. Oh, as we've got big move.
Really battling it out there for 4th, 5th and 6th. Sorry, that would be 6th, 7th and 8th actually. Matt Hill's in there as well. "13 laps down of a 30-lap feature. 1 caution so far. Pretty clean racing since then. Don't want to put the commentator's curse on anybody.
It has been clean. Yellow flags are in play.
Norrie isn't here, so we can't get the commentator's curse going tonight.
It's only for flat chat. Flat Chat
Chat, is it?
sponsored cars, isn't it? That he puts the mocker on?
Yeah, Daniel Williams, yep. Most of the time.
Nor in the Flat Chat podcast. Worth listening to for sure. And as we look back in...
Alex Bergeron is going around the outside of the David Helaman, but he fights back on the inside. Alex Bergeron still working that high line. Very close to the fence. He's got the move done.
He has got the move done.
Now Davis going high in response. He wants to try and find P2 back.
Working really hard, isn't he, Alex, to try and gain back some of these spots. Get that high line. See how close he gets to the wall there. That right rear, right up on the wall.
Jared Steen now losing ground. Alex Bergeron catching up to Jared.
We've just clocked over 16 laps. Half race distance, yellow flags
caution,
out.
Caution,
2, 4, there's a car in the fence out of turn 2. Craig Anspach was on his roof, I believe.
That's unfortunate for Craig. He's gone back to the pits. Oh, it's a tough gig for him.
He unfortunately did it himself, hit the ball himself
too.
and went over.
Just ran a little wide on that high line. Right wheel into the wall.
And up she went.
Upside down, Miss Jane.
That's not going to work when you haven't got 4 wheels on the ground.
Takeoff time for Craig Anspach there.
It's going to be good for these guys now. They're a little bit softer on their tyres. Their tyres will get a bit of a break. 11 to go. You know, they certainly burn up the tyres once this track starts getting slick and grippy like it is now. It's quite a large dry line, mid to high.
Have we had any updates from Ronald up there, Dan?
Yeah, we're looking at Ronald at the moment. He seems to be sticking with us so far. Checking out the blimp view at the moment. It's a great field of cars here tonight. Awesome to see so many turn up for this event.
Blimp view's awesome.
20 laps down of this feature race, 10 to go. Hopefully we can get a clean race from here on out.
On this restart though, Alex Bergeron's coming for you all over Jared Steen.
Yeah, you can see the anticipation in the car right now, the attitude. He's ready to go. As soon as that green flag drops you, he's going to be shooting past him. I think we're going to have to watch this one.
Safety truck lights are out.
Guys all sitting up on the high line, nose to tail restart. Bit of a gap there between second and third. Starts to close back in. Pace truck is in.
10 to go.
Ready to go out of turn 4.
I have a feeling, keep your eyes on Alex Bergeron on this restart.
Look at him looking at it down the inside already.
Inside.
They've stalled him. He's backed him. Jared did an awesome start there. He held off a little bit. Everybody went, but they had to back off to avoid a black flag. Got a good jump.
Alex Bergeron. Oh, we have another yellow flag. Oh, no. Alex Bergeron, though. Look how close he's gone to the fence. He goes 1 inch higher. He's in the fence and on his roof.
It's unbelievable driving when you can run right up there on the outside of the wall. But look at that at the moment. You can see the definite clear lines in the track. There's that inside line and the outside line starting to form.
And everyone's running in that, trying to get that dirty bit of that little bit of moisture on the high line. Push that cushion out a little bit. Just push it up against the wall.
It's going to be big for these guys off that restart.
Oh, there's some wheel stands in the background.
By the time we go green, we'll have 5 laps here to go. Unfortunately, with the iRacing dirt setup, they do count the caution laps, so winding down the counter as we speak.
David Helaman trying to look at the stars. Safety truck lights are out, so we will be going green next time by.
5 laps to go.
Hopefully we're but we're clean.
We've got a great field of 17 cars out there on track at the moment, which is awesome to see.
They're bunching up safety cars in.
Getting ready to go green now.
Oh, Alex Bergeron looking on the inside again.
Whoa, up on the inside, almost got taken out by Ben Morrison.
That was very close.
Huge slide job there that didn't really pay off.
Thankfully it's still clean.
Right up on the highway is Alex and David. Oh, he's gone again. Ben Morrison turning it on here tonight.
Doesn't get much closer. Another slide job.
Oh, as we see, David's made it up underneath Alex, but not going to be able to hold off.
3 wide.
Ben Morrison's made that work though. He slipped into second place.
There's a car around turn 1, then there's a yellow flag.
Oh.
What car spun there? Go back and have a look. It was the car of Clint Jane Smith. If the pace truck does come back out, I believe we will finish under yellow.
Oh, that was just warming up to a huge battle for those last 5 laps. It was three and 4 abreast.
Certainly was. It was really going to be on there. Unfortunate for Clint Smith. Two laps to go here in this feature race. The pace track's back out. A little bit of an unfortunate. I think this is going to finish under a yellow flag condition.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to have Jared Steen in P1, Benny Morrison in 2, and Alex Bergeron in 3.
Jared's really going to be wrapped with this race win. He's done an awesome job there from the start of the race. Managed to control the restarts nicely and get himself the jump. So very nice driving from him tonight.
The restarts have been different and mixed it up a bit with the restarts too.
Done some awesome work. Alex Bergeron, the man when it comes to the dirt racing, sitting there in 3rd position. He won't be happy that this is going to finish under yellow. He was looking very ominous there in the last part of those laps before the safety car for a race win. And that's it. The race has finished under yellow flag. So there at the moment is your top people. Jared
Dean doing some skids on the grass. It's the way.
Nice work. Congratulations to Jared. Great result.
But don't go anywhere, folks, because after this we head to Knoxville to some sprint cars. We turn up the noise, we turn up the speed, we turn on the excitement.
We're going to try and get Steenie into the broadcast booth.
Yeah, that'd be good. We'll have a bit of a chat with Jared, and I'm not too sure if Ben Morrison and Alex are in as well. We'll have a bit of a chat to those guys, and we'll throw to a bit of a break while we switch over servers, and we'll be back with the 410 sprint cars, the main event for tonight. It's going to be very big here on Wheelybins TV. Hope you've enjoyed that race anyway. Having a look at Jared Steen is your winner for tonight. Ben Morrison there in 2nd. Alex Bergeron in 3rd. Alan Arthur made great progress there and stayed into 4th position. These guys lining up here for a bit of a photo finish. Awesome to see. There is your top 5 cars right there on the screen at the moment. Awesome work, guys, and great racing. See if we can get some of these guys in the comms box for a bit of a chat. Pete's just ducked over to the green room to see if we can bring some of these guys back to the broadcast booth for a bit of a chat. Big thank you to our event sponsors here tonight. It's been great to have them along for the ride. We've got fastcarbeds.com.au. If you've got a child who loves to have a very specky bed, then that is definitely the place to check. They do some awesome work, so have a look at them at fastcarbeds.com.au. Positive Signs and Graphics for all your signage and graphics supply needs. whether it be printers and equipment or servicing, check out positive.com.au. You'll be very impressed with what they can do. Raker Designs and Prints, thank you for them for coming on board. Great supporters, and any design work you may need, check out Raker Design and Print. And dirtdivision.com.au. Matt Hill, one of the guys here racing tonight and main organiser of this event. Big thank you to him. Check out dirtdivision.com.au. If you are in the iRacing scene and you need yourself a custom print for your car, he is the man to be, especially when it comes to dirt stuff. He is a master. He can make your car look almost like whatever you want. And of course, us here at Wheelybins TV, we've donated our time for this great event tonight. And where would you want to be anywhere else? Dirt Speedway Racing here, live on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch across the internet. It's something new, it's getting to be bigger. It's esports at its best, and sim racing is taking off around the world with iRacing.com. So if you want to get involved, check it out, get yourself some gear, and come and join us out on the track. You won't be disappointed. Going to throw to a quick ad break here while we wait for the guys to come into the comms box. We'll be back real soon.
Your nuts. We know you see them regularly, but how well do you really know these two? Most of us don't really know our nuts at all. In fact, 70% of men either never have or don't regularly check their nuts. Why is it important to know thy nuts? Because for young men around the world, testicular cancer is one of the most common forms of cancer. That's why we're asking men to give their nuts the recognition they deserve. Get to know what feels normal and head to a doctor if something feels irregular. It's time to give your nuts a voice. Because knowing your nuts might just save your life. Know thy nuts. Movember, changing the face of men's health.
wicked signs lit on the lead. Tears don't stop the fire. It's killing time. Back from the dead. See their eyes got nothing left. Kiss me, I am the cobra. It's killing time.
Joining us in the comms box, Ben Morrison. A great race out there tonight, mate.
Yeah, it was awesome. The track came in really good. Good 2 lanes.
Yeah, there was 2 lanes, looked like that. Yeah, that was good. Looks like there was more than one way to get around the circuit tonight. Well done.
Yeah, it was really good track out there. I was quite amazed after qualifying how well it came in. You know, it was all on the bottom, and all of a sudden, you know, the top came in and I got railed around, but, you know, soon made the ground up with a few sliders, and yeah, it was good.
There was a few sliders going on at the end. Do you run these cars very often?
Yeah, this is one of my favourite types of cars in iRacing, and I run something pretty similar in real life with just a little less power and a little smaller, so it kind of relates quite well.
Yeah, nice one. You did well out there tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming in for the chat. And you're racing the 410s. You going to be excited for that or what?
Yeah, man, 410 should be good. But just before I shoot off, I just want to thank my team, you know, for everything they do for me. Pinnacle Sim Racing and the sponsors that help us out. Sim Drive, Stay Wide Forklifts, and Attitude Excavations.
Fantastic. Thanks, mate. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good.
Sweet as, mate. Hope to see you later.
We'll be back for the 410s. We've had a bit of trouble getting on to Steenie. He did quite well tonight, but I can't seem to get him into the green room.
I'm bringing him in now for us to escort him in. Steenie, welcome to the comms box, mate. Had a good race?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, it was great fun.
Good fun. It was tough. The lead, you were out there for a few times.
Yeah, I knew I just had to get to the front.
At the end, which is the important part.
Yeah, I knew I just had to get to the front towards the front at the start and try and go from there, sort of thing. Yeah, some pretty fast cars behind me, so I knew I had to get it done early.
You liked your restarts. You played the field quite well.
Yeah, you got to keep it interesting. Some guys just keep watching you and know when you go all the time. So if you go at different times all the time, it keeps them on their toes.
Yeah, nice fun. Some good competition out there tonight, and you've Alex was pushing hard. Bit of bad luck for him for the safety car that you guys didn't get to fight right till the end.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that the caution came out right at the end. I always hate it when it finishes on yellow, but not really much you can do about that sometimes.
The race looked quite clean from where we were viewing. A couple of safety cars, but everyone did pretty well considering there's over 20 cars out there.
Yeah, there's a few guys that haven't really raced the midgets much before, and they all done pretty well to keep going most of the race, yeah.
No, well, it was good to see everyone here for the Movember Tash Dash for the Dirt Midgets. Well done tonight. You in for the 410s up next?
Yeah, I'm racing the 410s. I'd just like to thank Matt for organising it. All the sponsors, Positive, Fast Car Beds, Wheelybins TV, Raker Designs and Dirt Division. It's for a great cause, and I'll be donating the prize money to the Movember appeal. Oh,
nice work, mate. Good work on and all those sponsors for joining us and for donating your prize money. That's a noble thing to do. I hope you know there's a chance for a little bit more in the next race.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Will you donate that as well?
Yeah, if I get a place, I'll put that up. Yep.
Nice work. All right. Well, we're going to roll out and get onto the 410s. They're going to be coming up shortly. Thanks for joining us on Wheelybins TV and the coverage for the Movember Tash Dash.
No worries, thank you.
Well, boys, it's a big night here at Knoxville. We just logged into the server around at Knoxville. Could be huge. Having a little bit of a technical difficulty in the background, so you guys just talk amongst yourselves for a little.
Trying to get it into Knoxville ourselves.
Yeah, true, yep, I'm downloading it. I'm not organised at all.
At least I got in a bit earlier and I've actually cut a couple of laps, Jacob, this week. But an interesting track. I hadn't been around here before. It's the home of, I guess it's the home of 410 sprint cars in the world.
Knoxville Nationals.
It's the world of outlaws. This track is used a hell of a lot at, and of course it's got the home of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum.
That it does. That it does. And I've been watching a few races this week from the last couple of years. And mate, it's a super fast track in these cars. Over 20 drivers. We haven't quite. Have you got the numbers there yet of who's joined?
So far I've only got 4 joined so far. So
Yeah, there's actually 2 separate servers. So
okay.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Alright, so maybe we're going to have to look at the other server. I'm in the one that Matt Hill's in at the moment. But
so am I.
could be wrong.
No, well, if Matt's there, that might be alright. I'm just having a look myself. I guess sometimes you get when you're changing circuits and different cars, you know, hopefully we may have seen he may have kept the same circuit for these, but he's had to set up another race for the other circuit. You know, we'll have a look there.
That's the one. So we'll change over servers. Get in on the other one. This is the thing with doing things live.
If anything's ever going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong now. We've got 18 drivers.
Does.
You got your password there, Jacob?
Yeah, mate, yep. If it's the same one.
It's the same one, yeah. Well, it's all about the Mo, bro. The Movember Tash Dash. Here we are coming up for same format. There'll be 3 heats of 7-ish cars, 7 to 8 cars. And then we'll go into a consolation feature of 15, and then we'll have a main of 30 laps, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I love the 410 sprint cars. I've always been a big fan, and as soon as the dirt racing came to iRacing, I heard about that it was coming, and I was so keen. It's like, I can't wait. I've got to go get R Factor and have a go at this stuff. Like, awesome. I thought that was really cool, and then iRacing just come along and they just smashed it out the park. When it comes to realism, I mean, that it's awesome. It's something that it's close to the real thing as you could possibly get, and it's here on iRacing, dirt racing. It's great fun.
Did you run street stock, Dan? I remember when you first came on board, I saw the Gove Speedway. You get out there quite regularly.
Yeah, running the real street stock, so they call them the fender benders, I suppose. And me and the wife had a car, and we raced the season in that. Did quite well. Great fun, awesome fun. We've raced some dirt karts as well, so Speedway's sort of been in our veins for a long time, but Speedway's a great sport, and it's great for up-and-comers as well. You look at a lot of the supercar legends have all been involved in Speedway somewhere along the line, whether it be karts or dirt track racing or even bitumen karts. Karting is where it's really at, and then there's Speedway as a stepping stone also. You look at Shane Van Gisbergen, and he really knows how to drift a car, and I'm sure some of that's a lot from dirt racing.
Speak of which, Cam Waters actually has his own street stock, I believe.
He does, and I believe that he actually won last year's dirt series, I think it was. So, yeah, it was really awesome to see that.
And you're also running dirt, Jacob?
Yeah, mate, just on the little go-kart. It's obviously been in my family for a while too. My dad used to race street stocks back when he was my age, so now I've finally been able to get into the speedway stuff. I've only been doing it for 4 months now, but unfortunately not racing again until February, so I'm having a bit. That's going to kill me, but as soon as I hop back, bloody oath.
Mate, the last time I was racing on the dirt, I think I had to cut a U-turn on the freeway. So it's good fun, guys. Good work.
They are out on track at the moment as we speak for the warm-up.
We are on the warm-up.
Move over to the race screen and check out Knoxville Raceway.
Another
Awesome
15
place.
minutes of practice.
Good, that'll give me some time, hopefully, to sort out this little technical issue I'm having with some software.
Mate, we've got Alex Bergeron, comes out of the Dirt Midget, finishes third. He's now P1 in practice with a 15.62. Brad Cooper, who we saw do quite well in the Dirt Midget as well, he's in second with a 15.6. Jared Steen, who won. Steeny's in a 15.7. Matty Hills with a 15.8. One of tonight's big supporters, and they actually put tonight's event together. So congratulations to him. It's good to see him up there. Danny Vassell again up in 5. Benny Morrison, who we just spoke to. Rob Bowden, 7. Skilby's up there with Clint Shane Smith and Scotty Butler rounding out the 10.
These things just look awesome too. Some great paint jobs on some of these cars tonight, which makes the difference out on track. They've put a lot of time and effort into them, and that's something that Dirt Division does. Is we just see Vincent Skilbeck in the Shove Motorsports car grab the wall there in the number 91. Great to see Vincent out here on track. Alex Bergeron so far topping the warm-up charts though.
As compared to the dirt track at Charlotte, Knoxville does look like a much more wider open track, so higher speeds, wider track, might see some closer racing.
What are we doing? What, 220 down the back straight? Just on 220? As you peel into a turn at about 180. So.
And that's not dirt, and it's not. You got to have lots of guts to just turn into a corner and hope for the best.
I think we'll see the Highline bedding in earlier tonight and starting to turn slick. Everyone's using it here in practice. Trying to push a cushion up there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well that would be the go, to get up there on the high line of that track, because that's where the pace is once this track starts to wear out a little later in the race. The top 3 at the moment, Bergeron, Cooper and Steen. Looking great there in 1, 2 and 3 for warm-ups.
We've got Craig and Tristan out there side by side, running together, just getting a bit of practice in running in dirty air. Obviously, it's one thing to come out here and set fast laps by yourself. Setting laps around other cars is a different kettle of fish. Not that you'd have a kettle of fish, but you know what I mean.
What's your favourite saying, Pete? Let the cat, is it Dan? Cat amongst the pigeons or something?
Cat amongst the pigeons. That's the one.
That's it.
We're actually just going to drag Mr. Matt Hill into the comms box here and have a bit of a chat with him and about the event that he's put on tonight. Matt Hill, welcome to the comms box. How are you tonight, mate? Great event.
Yeah, it's going good, eh? We're having a bit of fun, raising some money. It's good.
It's awesome. Good camaraderie with all the fellas out there putting on a bit of a show. The last race was good. Shame about the finishing under yellow, but exciting. Everyone had a good time. Produced a good event.
Yeah, mate. It was slide job central back where I was in the pack. It was a hell of a lot of fun with these guys. Yeah, it's awesome. There's been no complaints about the night so far. It's yeah, everyone's just having a great time, enjoying themselves, and yeah, just running the best they can.
I see you've got the Movember livery on tonight on your sprint car. You're in P4 at the moment with a 15.8. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm a big supporter of Movember, obviously. This is officially the first ever esports Movember fundraiser. I'm pretty sure anyway, but I'm going to claim it no matter what.
We'll run with that tonight for sure.
Yeah. It was just an idea I had to raise a little bit more money this year, and so far we've brought in, just for this event alone, just over $1,000. So we've done pretty well.
Mate, that's a great result, and great prizes tonight, and you've raised some money up for a great cause. The interesting thing is, I don't know if our fans know that you're actually circulating at the moment while you're having a chat with us. So. Mate, nice work out there at the moment.
I have got him up on screen at the moment, so we're watching him drive around while he's talking to us.
I just had to take my foot off the gas because I couldn't hear you guys. Let's just do a quick donut. There you go.
We need a wheelie.
A wheelie? Oh, all right, I'll try it. Yeah.
It's not as easy now they've taken the clutch away from us.
Oh, there's a little one. That's all right. Looking good. It's a bit bouncy, this track. What do you think of Knoxville Raceway?
Mate, home of the sprint cars, buddy. This is, I couldn't choose any other track. I'm a little bit disappointed with myself that I didn't realise I should have chosen Kokomo since it's Movember. But,
Movember.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Mo, that's a bad mistake.
Yeah, always next year. Always next year. Yeah, actually, I've got a bit of an announcement for you guys as well. I put together a bit of a prize package. The winner of the last event was Jared Steen, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, if he wins...
Although that hasn't been confirmed yet, but that's how we finish, yes.
Yep. If he finishes first in the sprint cars, he gets an extra $100 on top of the $180 that he would win from winning both events.
Wow, that's a huge prize pool. So it's $280 if he wins this event as well.
Now, I don't know if you heard him, but he's donated the winnings from the first race already.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'll make sure he keeps the extra 100, courtesy of Dirt Division, so you can go and buy me a case of beer as well. So I've had him over at my house. It was the last week of the week before, and he had to go in my sprint car rig that I've got set up in my garage that I'm in right now.
Earlier. We're talking about that. You've actually got a complete rig that's full scale that you're running.
That's right. Yeah, I bought a wrecked chassis off the Dumsney family, Max Dumsney, and it belonged to his daughter Michaela. And it was a little bit bent out of shape. Bought it off him, and yeah, turned it into a simulator. Still got a little bit more work to go yet, but mate, it's working pretty good.
Mate, it's working pretty good. You're still in 4 with a 15.8.
And he's still here talking to us, still doing good times.
Well, I've usually got a beer in my hand as well, but I thought I'd keep away from the beers tonight, since it's a charity event.
Who do you see as the competition tonight? Obviously, Alex Bergeron's up there with a 15.6. Brad Cooper with a 15.6. We saw Brad came through the pack. He didn't have a lot of luck in the dirt midgets. Obviously, Steenie now in 15.7 in third. Yeah, who apart from those guys, it's pretty hard up there at the front.
Yeah, I would put my money on Tim Ryan.
Oh,
Tim Ryan came in late.
Oh yeah, he's a surprise entry. Yeah.
Yep. Evolution Racing Team, isn't he?
Yeah.
He does have that. Looking at his license, he's got a world championship. I'm guessing is WC 2.89.
Yeah, I would try and get him in on an interview at some point tonight. He he won a massive event, and unfortunately due to uni he couldn't go. But yeah, he's one of the best in the world, and I'm sure he would take the opportunity to plug his little business as well. He gives lessons on how to drive these things and how to set them up. So
I'm guessing he's is he Timmy 98 here on the Discord?
I wouldn't know. I would assume so. I think he's the only Tim here.
We'll drag him in now for a chat, won't we? We're live on air. We'll drag Timmy in here into the comms box, and we'll have a bit of a chat to him. Tim Ryan, are you there?
Hey boys, how are you?
Good, mate. Welcome to the broadcast booth. And Matt was just saying it's well worth to bring you in for a chat, so we thought we'd do it. He was telling us stories about you, so we thought we better hear your side of the story.
Yeah, absolutely. No, the midgets put on a good show. I think Sprint Car should put on a pretty good show tonight. I think the track will start off along the bottom and then slowly head up to the wall come the end of the night.
See a lot of guys running the high line in practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Through Knoxville, the high line definitely does come in once the bottom starts slicking off. It can get a bit treacherous in the sprint car. Cars can definitely get a bicycle a bit on the cushion. You'll probably might see the slide job line some point throughout the night be the quickest line. And then, yeah, it'll be all along the top.
Yeah, we saw a few slide jobs in the dirt midgets. It's nothing like using lane 1, 2 and 3 at each turn. Got a bit messy at the end. Mate, Matt thinks you're a good chance for a win tonight.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't done a 410 race in probably 2 months, but yeah, we'll give it a crack. We've got my championship companion from the World Championship, Alex, in here. He's he's a good peddler. The American David, and then you got a lot of the good Australians in here as well. So yeah, we should put on a good show. Yeah, pretty tough competition as well.
Yeah,
Awesome
nice one.
work.
Mate, good luck tonight. We're getting pretty close, a bit over 5 minutes out until we roll out for qualifying.
Yeah, no worries. I reckon probably times around the 15.8 for qual, I'd guess.
So, Matt was telling us you might want to give yourself a little bit of a plug too with something that you do concerning iRacing.
Oh yeah, I do the occasional driver coaching, but you might want to see if I drive any good tonight before I give myself a plug. But yeah,
Fair
I've been flat out the last 2 weeks. I think I've done about 20 sessions between people over in America and Australia. Done a few sessions with people in here, Danny Vassell, Scott I've done a session with, and I think I might have even done a session with Vince Romeo.
That's awesome, mate. And where can people find you if they want to hook up on the dirt track?
Just send me a message to Tim Ryan Motorsport on Facebook page, and then I'll get back to you and let you know a little bit more about it and how the session's on.
Awesome, mate. Well, all the best out on the track tonight. We'll be watching closely and hope for the win.
Yeah, cheers, boys. No commentator curse.
Cheers. Well, it's going to be a big night.
Hey, before you guys kick me out, can I just say I want to send a really big thanks to Positive Sign Graphic Supplies. They've donated basically half of the prize pool tonight, and also to Fast Car Beds right next door to my work. They're the most awesome car beds for kids you've ever seen. And Raker Designs, he's just starting off his new business, and he's donated what he could to this cause, and it's helped out immensely. So thanks everyone for getting involved. Oh, and all the drivers, and especially Wheelybins TV for just jumping straight on to onto this and doing this for free. I thank you so much for your time, guys. You're doing an awesome job.
No, it's grateful to be here for a great cause, and it's great to be here on the dirt track. We love it, and all the work you do for the community too, Matt, with dirtdivision.com.au, and check him out on Facebook if you want a paint job, because this guy is the man.
Yeah, good job, mate. Good job.
Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
Good luck in the race, and thank you very much for this awesome event.
All right, so Dirt Midgets has been run and won. The Tash Dash for the 410 winning sprint cars is about 3 minutes away from qualifying.
It's not far off at all, and some of the cars have been out for a warm-up, but I'm being hard-pressed to find somebody out on the track looking at a warm-up at the moment, and there's a few cars out there at the moment. We'll see what we got happening.
Well, we'll just say when Tim Ryan was in the comm box there, I had to be quiet because I was having a little fanboy moment, because I do love watching Bob King, Tim Ryan and Cam Dance battle it out in the World of Outlaws series. So it's actually on Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday morning at about 10 o'clock. I always see it on Facebook, and I always tune in. It's good sprint car racing there with some very good drivers too.
There is some mad racing, and I do just want to give a bit of a shout out to someone who's tuned in on the YouTubes, is Ultimate Dirt TV, a broadcaster also who does a lot of the dirt broadcasting, and I've watched a lot of his streams over the last couple of weeks, just getting a few hips and tips. So thank you very much to Ultimate Dirt TV. Check them out on YouTube as well for some more iRacing dirt content broadcasting here on YouTube. So that's great for them, and thanks for the peace sign on YouTube, guys. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in on YouTube at the moment. Great to have you guys along for the ride. Everyone over on YouTube, on Twitch, and in the Facebook stream. Thanks, guys, for watching. We couldn't do this without you, and we like having you here.
So we're currently broadcasting to America and Sweden, I can see. It looks at the people that are watching tonight's event, and also to Brisbane, to Nullumbai.
You almost got it right, Nullumbai.
Nullumbai. Jacob down to...
What, sorry?
Where are you, Jacob?
Newcastle.
Oh, you're in Newcastle. Okay, no, mate. Sorry, I thought you were a bit further down.
I'm going, what are these blokes talking about cities for? Did I just get, and where are you? I'm like, oh no, what?
So we've got a Nova Castration. He hasn't left, but maybe one day with us. Nova Castrian.
Nova Castrian. Having a look at Jared Steen out there on track at the moment. He's doing a few warm-up laps. He was the man who won the midgets in the previous session. around at Charlotte. Knoxville, the 410s are a different beast compared to the Midget. These things have got big wings, and we love these things with wings because they go really fast. And they're like they're on rails on some of these corners, but they do take a bit of talent to drive fast.
A lot of good liveries out there tonight. Everybody's put their A games on.
Yeah, awesome looking cars.
See that the JP Sim Shed has turned up on a lot of cars. Well, there's fresh paints for them lately. Very colourful. They look great. Third Division 2 tanked, heavily involved with them. Their cars are looking good tonight. As you see Craig out there. Craig and Alex. Oh no, Alex is in the pits. Matt Hill's in the pits. Matt Hill's livery looks great. His Movember setup. Tristan's out pushing the cushions quite right on the wall. Skilby's out there. He's currently in P10. Skilby's just can't crack the 15s at the moment.
Oh, Daniel, you need to go have a look at the front of Matthew Goodwin's car. That is the best Mo for Movember I've seen. He did say in the broadcast chat, go and check it out. Have a look at him.
We are looking at that right now.
That's a fine looking bloke.
I wonder if that's a selfie pic.
Oh, look, it probably is.
Well, that's it. Practice is there and wrapped. We're about to get on the track and do some more laps around here at Knoxville in these 410 sprint cars. Qualifying lining up. 3 minutes per driver out on track.
What do you reckon, Dan? Should we make that a regular thing in Wheelybins? We all have had to put a selfie of ourselves on our bonnet.
We could see if we can enforce that law. Make sure there's a penalty for someone who doesn't have a selfie.
Sounds like Jacob just wants to put himself on his bonnet.
Sounds like it. Tickets.
Oh god, I would not want to put my face on a car. I'll tell you that right now. People would see it in the fence.
That's just to scare them away from the front. Yeah.
Oh, at least I'm sitting behind them, they'll see my face to move out of the way so I can win it.
At the moment, Brad Cooper's put down the lap time in qualifying at #1. He's put down a 15.625, just ahead of Danny Vassell. Ben Morrison there in third.
I think Shane Smith was a 15.7, and we were 15.72. Corey a 15.73. 15.74 for Jared, but someone has just Vince has thrown a 15.5 up to take P1.
Just gone to #1.
Jared Steen's currently out there on a 15.7.
This is lone qualifying here on the track, so you may not see any other cars on the track with these guys. They all are running their own laps on their own track just to avoid a little conflict on the track. That makes it a little bit easier for qualifying.
Okay, 21 cars now. We've got 20 cars that put a time down. Tim Ryan, we're still waiting for Tim to put one down.
He might be just trying to, he's going to grab it at the last minute, but he's going to want to be quick. We've only got a minute left of qualifying. Vincent Skilbeck sitting there in #20. Cub Motorsports racing car. David has gone to the top there.
6/10 across 20 drivers.
Alex Bergeron out there throwing some laps, currently in 7th. We'll see what he can pull for his last lap.
Here's Tim Ryan out there now.
Must be a bit of a secret of the trade. Let the track go. Alex Bergeron slipped down to 8th. What can he do on his final lap around here? Well, that was his final lap. He pulled it up to 2nd. Nice work for him.
P1.
Tim Ryan's gone to P1.
15.35 for Tim Ryan. Comes out at the end. Let's let the boys blow a bit of dirt off the track.
Tim Ryan on pole. That's no surprises there. Altus Esports, his team is. I do forget how he moved over to Altus.
Great time. Almost
33.5.
That 5/100ths quicker than Alex Bergeron. Going to be a tough race, but we're going to enter Heat 1. They're starting to grid up. Tim Ryan.
7, 7, and 7.
Tim Ryan, Vince, Romeo, Scott Butler, Clint Smith, Rob Bowden, Matthew Goodwin and Craig Aspatch in heat number 1 here tonight. Starting to hit the grid.
Got 8 tenths across 21 cars. It's pretty good. Get 32, a little bit cooler now. It's getting on in the night.
Has cooled off. Some of the jumpers have been pulled on in the crowds.
Oh, yep. Speedway nights, you get this smell of methanol, your jumper, and the Mozzie bites.
That's exactly right. Although there has been a message come through from the hot dog stand. Evidently, they are out of hot dogs, and they were following correct procedures tonight, and they were putting the onion under the sausage as well.
Oh, but have people drop the onions and run over.
They've sold out, so that's a good thing. Actually, another big event tonight, which I'm not too sure if you boys might be up on speed on. What's happening with the Horn and Mundine fight?
It's not on till later, I believe.
Yeah, no idea.
A little bit later on.
I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Got no money on anything then?
Nah, I just hope old Bud bashes Mundine.
What about you guys? In the chat? What are you guys putting your money on? Is it a Horn night or is it a Mundine night? Hopefully Jeff Horn takes him out. I'm secretly thinking, but it's going to be a tough one for those guys anyway. Just like it is here on the dirt track tonight.
Mate, Mikey's chimed in from Sweden. Hey, Mikhail.
Good to see you, Mikhail.
Mikhail on your tail.
He's not on anyone's. He's on out. He's following everyone tonight. He's on all our tails tonight.
He's always a very avid follower of the Wheelybins TV and likes to pick me up on mistakes. So I thank you, Mikhail. It's good to have a editor-in-chief by my side.
He's a fierce competitor too out on the track. Then he can sneak out on his lunch breaks, turn up for an hour race. All right, so we've got Tim Ryan in P1.
Tim Ryan, Vince Romeo, yep.
Scotty Butler in 3, then Clint Shane Smith, Matthew Goodwin. Robbie Bowden had a bit of bad luck in the midget race. He was certainly on the pace so early, and Craig Aspatch, who also came through well in the midget race with a bit of bad luck, but looks like we're getting ready for a start.
The pace truck pulls in. We are greening at Knoxville for heat number 1.
Oh, Tim Ryan straight out in front, inside line, takes it wide. He's got Vince behind him, right on his tail. He's got Vince on his tail.
Vince on his I like that.
Both
Scotty Butler.
Right there, isn't it? Real tight. He's looking for that other line, but they're both following that one line around the track. All of the cars following that mid-track line.
Tim Ryan did say before in the interview that it'll start off as a low line track and end up as a high line. So Tim Ryan isn't wrong there. One man who does know what he's talking about.
He's getting slick on that lower line already. You can see as they come into 3 and 4. Vince has got Scotty on his tail. Scott's coming in now. He's closing in on Vince as we are crossing lap 3. These little heats are quick. You got to, you think you want to let everything get up to temperature, but you can't. You just got to attack and try and get past the car in front, and hopefully not have contact. As we 3, Scotty Butler now is putting the pressure on Vince.
Bit of a paddle pack here between these two.
Yeah, Tim Ryan's nice half a second out in front. We've got Vince in 2, Scotty Butler in 3. He's all over his tail. He's trying to get him with 2 laps to go.
Scott Butler's got to try and look around the outside.
All about a bit of conservation though.
He wants to switch back. He's looking for it.
Or he is. He's up the inside.
He's on the inside now. He is. But
oh, not quite.
Oh, here we go, Vince. Almost contact. But hey, this is Speedway, so we all love a bit of contact, don't we?
Also a bit of self-preservation out there. You may not want to push it too hard. He's got it that 3rd position, which is going to get him through.
That will get you through. That's the thing. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Here we are on the final lap. Tim Ryan out in front. 15.6. Tim Ryan's just pulled the last lap. 15.7 for Vince. 15.8 for Scotty Butler. 15.8 for Clint Scott. Rob's on a 15.85. Craig's on a 15.87. They're all circulating pretty similar times at the moment.
Great win there by Tim Ryan though. Pulled out the number 1. He was pretty confident there before the race, so it's an awesome win for Tim Ryan, number 1. Brad Cooper in number 2. And no, it wasn't. That was the wrong race. I didn't have the results there for that there. Sorry. It disappears quicker off my screen than I can read it.
Heat number 2 will have Alex Bergeron on the pole. Second place will have Brad Cooper. Third place will have Ben Morrison. Fifth place will have Tristan Yeelan. Sixth will have Shannon Adamson. And in P7 we'll have Mr. Stickers David Watt.
Oh, Stickers in 7. So just to close out the Heat 1, in first we had Timmy Ryan. Second was Vince. Third was Scotty Butler. Fourth was Clint Shane Smith. 5 was Rob Bowden.
Everyone.
Craig Aspatch and, Matthew Goodwin in 7.
Everyone pretty much finished where they started except Matthew
Craig.
Goodwin. Yeah, Craig Aspatch. That's what we see.
It was good. It was a good clean race though. Look at the track. You can see
Yeah, it was.
I'm not sure how safety truck is out leading the field now. 7 cars.
Safety truck doesn't quite monster the sprint cars compared to the midgets.
No, it does not. Still probably not ideal to hit it with one of them, but no, it's certainly the size comparison's a little more comparable.
These things are big, especially up in real life. You get up against them, those big rear tyres.
Oh, throwing bloody mud at you when you're sitting in the grandstand.
And horsepower on tap, it's unbelievable. Today's sprint cars are brilliant pieces of machinery.
So we've got Alex Burgeon in 1, Brady Cooper in 2, Maddie and Ben on the second row, Tristan Yelland and Shannon on row 3, and Stickers. Stickers is one of tonight's sponsors, is on the back row. In that Positive car. Looks good, doesn't it? The red roll cage, the black.
It's a very nice looking car.
Alex Bergeron, Brad Cooper now on the restart. Alex Bergeron on the inside, Brad Cooper on the outside. Who's going to get the jump? Oh, it's a fairly late start. Oh, he's already in the fence. Oh, Brad Cooper got on the throttle a little bit too much there, and the front end lifted up, and he couldn't steer. So,
Brad's around
as Dan was just saying about the horsepower on tap the throttle, and there's the horsepower.
Giving Alex a clean run out in 1. Second behind him is Ben Morrison. Shannon Adamson's there's a bit of daylight to 3rd. Then we've got 4th place. Brad's just trying to get it back after that bad start. Tristan's in 5. He's got Matt Hill behind him in the Movember car. And we've got Stickers catching them. Again, everyone's pretty consistent. The mid to high line starting to slick up a bit there. You can see it changing colour and getting a bit of rubber down the middle of the track. Not really going to impact them in the heat races because you can shred a lot of tyres here. So I guess it's all about your budgets, whether you got a fresh set for the feature. Got 15.6 for Alex.
Good time.
15.7 for Ben. Shannon's on a 15.9. 15.9 for Brad Cooper. The rest are in the 16s. On lap 5.
Laps disappear quickly here in these heat races. 8 laps around here.
Don't they? And how good do these top 3 cars look running around that high line, just trying to build up a bit of a cushion for later. Obviously, these guys are also trying to, prepare a circuit for them to have the feature on. You don't want to go burning up the bit of track that you want to go running on.
Hey, you're not wrong there. These guys want something there for later on. Brad Cooper's trying to fight his way back up from 4th.
It looks like he's catching Shannon, but he's only got a lap to do it.
This track looks to be a mid-line track now. They're all running that middle line.
Alex Bergeron on the final lap around here.
Oh,
Alex Bergeron will take the check.
Celebrating. Good work, Alex. Great
As
lap.
he does a 360, well, what's that? 360 and a half. I don't know. 360, 185. Yeah. I'm not good at maths.
It's only that I used to do them on my skateboard. No, I didn't.
Great race win there by Alex Bergeron though for heat number 2. Heat number 3's hitting the grid right now.
Cracking race. Alex
Please do not
Bergeron
attempt to 540 on a skateboard now, please, Pete. You'll hurt yourself very badly, and I don't want to hear you or see it.
It's hard doing 180s at the moment, Jacob. But maybe I'll take a video one day and show you. But no,
No, don't hurt yourself.
I'll stick to the simulators, mate. It's fine.
Yeah.
So Alex Bergeron in 1. Benny Morrison finishes P2. P3 was it Shannon P3? Did Brad Cooper into P4? Then we had 5 was Tristan Yelland. 6 was the Stickers, David Wack. And 7 was Matty Hill. Had a bit of bad luck and he's in 7. So still a bit of a chance though to get into the feature tonight. If you start off in the consolation, it just means you get an extra race. Just hope you got enough tyres to compete the event.
Danny Vassell as well. I do believe he's a real life sprint car racer as well, so it's good to see him here.
So we've got few names in obviously names in all these events. We've got David Hillman, who's gets rated quite highly. Danny Vassell, of course. Corey Benston, Jared Steen, winner from the Dirt Midgets. Nick Wilson, Alec Myers, and Skilby. You know, all quite well-known drivers tonight. So this heat number 3 is going to be on.
Great shots of some onboard cameras. I managed to sneak onto the cars and got some GoPros array earlier on.
Oh.
Really shows you the detail of the track. This pace truck has headed off the track.
We've started to tighten up. Tighten up. It's good looking. Oh, we've
green flag was away.
Again, a late start. He's in the fence again. Then Danny Vassell, power on tap.
Something there on that outside line where they're hitting the power and it's just dragging them straight into the fence. Unbelievable. That's 2 cars in a row that have done that now.
David Hillman, great start out in 1. Daylight between him and Jared. Nick Wilson in 3.
We did see a good race in the midgets between David and Jared, so hopefully if Jared can catch up, then it might be another good battle now.
Right to spread out a little bit.
Really got his work cut out. Vincent's just stepped to the outside there. Oh, it's contact!
So, oh, yeah, Danny Vassell in 91, or you from somewhere else?
Yeah, from Danny Vassell, he's made contact on Vincent up on the inside. Vincent was giving him a bit of space, but Danny's come up on the inside, unfortunately. He's giving that position back.
He's redressed.
That's
nice.
Awesome race. Great racecraft. Nice work.
So Danny's got the pressure back on. He's on Skilby in 6. Alex and Corey are tight. Lap 5.
As we see the cars now moving higher and closer to the fence, I reckon the feature will be a strong showing, a high line.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to go wide now. You can see. Seems to be where the pace is. Here we are on lap 6.
You see Corey and Alex now. Looks like they're getting in a little bit of a battle.
David's just driving off in 1.
A little bit of a chase here. Alex is trying to get up on the inside of Corey. He's in that 5th place position. He wants to get up into that 4th.
1 to go.
The left has run a little bit too late.
Who was that did the wheel stand off the start?
Danny Vassell.
He's moved it back to the thing, back to the race. Last lap now, finishing through. David's taken the win. Beanie there in 2nd. Nick Wilson 3rd. Corey in 4th. Alex 5th. Danny Vassell 6th. Vincent Spielbeck 7th. Sorry, that's the other way around.
Danny just got him.
Danny
6. He just got him.
Got him on the line. Vincent there in 7th position. Awesome race by those guys out there.
We'll now see is it a 10-minute warm-up, then a 15-lap B main consolation?
No, we've got a 15-lap, 10-minute B main.
Oh, it's a 10-minute race. All right.
We're on now for the B main, and then we'll have a 3-minute warm-up, and then we'll have the 30-minute, 30-lap A feature tonight.
All these guys are just waiting to grid up. We're just going to throw to a quick ad break. We'll be back real soon on Wheelybins TV.
Make your child's wish for a real car bed come true with a fast car bed. Car beds that look and feel like real cars. Sleek, stunning designs, graceful contouring, superior craftsmanship, made in Europe. Imagine from bath to bed in 10 seconds. Make your kids' dreams come true. Get your kids fast asleep with a fast car bed. Visit fastcarbeds.com.au to view our amazing car beds.
Welcome back. Tash Dash 2018 Movember Fundraiser. The huge night here. We are joining the circuit back for the consolation race. The cars are out on track following the pace truck right now as we speak. We'll head back over down to the racetrack. These guys are ready to go. Going to be a tough race. Craig, Anspatch, David Wack there on the front row.
Rep, come on boys.
Yeah, we'll see how they go off the front row. Hopefully you stay out of trouble and hold those positions, make it through.
Oh, that outside line, Mr. Stickers, be careful on the throttle.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch that. They go for green flag conditions. You see he was a little cautious.
Oh, no, he just tagged the fence there, but wasn't as bad.
It was a little bit, how's it going?
Danny Vassell, though, out in first place.
Yeah, he made that move real quick out to the front row. Taken away there with Craig Aspatch there in second. Stickers there in third. Matt Hill there in fourth.
Yeah. Matthew, good win with his magnificent looking selfie in P5 and Vinny in P6. There's a battle between Stickers and Matt Hill. Matt Hill goes around the outside. Stickers fights back on the inside. Slide drop contact. He's almost in the fence. That's speedway for you. I'll use my elbows, push you out the way, he says.
Certainly put Matt some Hill force there on Matt.
Fights back on the outside. Stickers again down on the inside. Does the slide job again.
Be careful now though, but Matthew's creeping up there behind him looking for an opening here.
I've never seen Mr. Stickers so aggressive.
Certainly got the shoulders out in this race. Oh, here he goes, Matt Hill up on the inside. Can he get it? He's going to have to back off. He's touched the contact. That's slowed Stickers down, and Matthew's going to get up on the inside as well. Vincent's now looking for an opening to gain some more positions. Danny Vassell's cruising his way out there in front, first place. Craig sitting comfortably in second.
Still a battle now between Mr. Stickers and...
Well, it's tight.
Get a good win.
Nice, they just stuck their wheels in between and got around that turn.
Cruising around there, back to the battle pack though. Let's see what's happening. Matthews sitting there comfortably in fourth now, but Stickers, David Wack now under pressure from Vincent. Vincent down around the outside. High line now, see what he can move. Both follow the same line through turns 3 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. 3 and 4.
Interesting.
Vincent's up high, looking for that low line.
Get the cross back. Oh, he couldn't get the run out the corner.
He was leaning off the throttle there a little bit, didn't want to quite touch him. Now he's got the inside line.
He goes Vinny on the inside, but Sticker's going to have to run on the outside. Almost made contact there. Do touch tyres.
Oh,
Vincent's on the inside. Good save, though. Got on the bump there. Really unsettled the car. The car wanted to just spin, but Vincent did a good job there to hold on to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Sitting comfortably now in third, Matt Hill. He's got Matthew Goodwin on after him though. Looking comfortable at the moment. Whoa, Matthew's up on the inside. Something's happened to his car. He's had to take out on the inside line. What's happened?
Yeah, you haven't.
He's had a breakage of something. He's got rear wheel spinning.
Engine failure, I believe.
Engine failure for Matthew. Unfortunate, doing so well. Died. 3 laps to go.
Sure was.
Oh, there you go. There's the smoke, yeah.
Yep. That's very weird coming from a sprint car.
Certainly, he must have had a little bit of frontal damage there or something from some contact earlier on. That's given Matt Hill a bit of a breather. Given Stickers the number 4 position. Two to go. Danny Vassell comfortable out there in front. Just getting a little feel of this track now because it's going to pay off for the A-Main, the feature race here at Knoxville in these 410 sprint cars. Running that high, getting some comfortability up against the wall.
He's got the mustache here. He's just out there running a little wide, getting the tail out. Got the dirt division. Movember.com car going on with the mustache. It's a good looking car. He's driving it well. He's out sideways.
Matt Hills. That's the finish of the race. That's okay. I was too busy watching him and it was like, whoa, he spun it.
Close.
Just something I never knew that iRacing done. If you notice out of turn 1 on the road, there's actually traffic. I never knew.
Yes, the yellow car drives past.
Stuff, yeah. So I'm seeing other cars moving. Going, hang on, what's going on here?
It's actually, if you zoom out far enough, you can actually see the, sorry, it's not Knoxville, but it's Charlotte. You can actually see both tracks from the Charlotte blimp cam.
Yep, iRacing do everything to 100% detail. Everything is done by laser scanning, so if you want it, it's realistic. It's 100% what it looks like on iRacing.
Charlotte Oval, the Charlotte Road Course is one of the best blimp camera angle circuits to watch. You can see so much of the circuit when you're up there with Roland. Yeah, certainly puts on a good show.
Yeah, he's been a bit slack tonight. His camera views aren't quite the best, but it is night. No doubt it's scary. He's normally used to working during the day, but this dirt racing's brought us into the night. I don't know how we're going to go next month when we get day-night transitions, and he's going to have to transition from day into night or from night into day. Kick him out of bed early.
That will be interesting. I guess that the trouble for him tonight is there's probably a lot of boobies being flashed in the grandstand for the drivers that are here tonight. It's hard to capture the footage from the blimp.
I've just flipped over to Scenic Cam and I've been unable to find these boobies you speak of.
No, I wasn't sure.
Speak of day and night transitions, we actually have the iRacing Bathurst 12 hour coming in February, so day and night transitions will be very cool, and that I'm pretty sure my team will have a couple of cars in there, so we're very exciting to be running in that.
Yeah, it's going to be a big addition to the sim, and there's some more big things coming, including a new damage model, not in this build for December, but coming in the future, and big things coming for iRacing.
And then also, not to mention, we had a Team Wheelybins fake taxi in the Le Mans 24-hour in earlier this year, so also the day-night transitions will make that very cool, because it'll be hard to adapt day to night, and will that actually make the track evolve too?
Just make my eyes hurt. Sorry.
It's going to be...
But it will.
It's going to be interesting either way, and you've got to commend them for the work that they've done. A couple of guys up the front there just having a look at Tim Ryan. Whoa, and he's just smacked the wall. They have to fix that car up in 12 seconds to get back out for the feature race. Without his pit crew will be cursing.
Yeah, we're about 5 seconds away.
While we're on the topic of day-night transitions, rain, how long do you reckon till iRacing brings in rain?
Oh, it surely can't be far away. We've got the day to nights.
I'm not looking forward to that, because I get enough oversteer in the dry, so...
Have you run a sim that had rain?
Oh, Project Cars on the Xbox, and that's about it. That's again nothing compared to iRacing. So
the early Grand Prix games, like from the 2000s, had it, and it was actually pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, well I do play. Oh, I used to play F1 and stuff on the Xbox 2, then that's probably the closest like sim game I played. But no,
I'm not going to cut it, mate. Just stop there. Sorry.
Nothing with a wheel or computer. Nothing on iRacing.
Guys are gridding up on track at the moment.
How many cars you got in this one?
I have actually managed to throw some rocks up at Ronald in the blimp and got him to get that camera going, and we're taking a bit of a view at that what you were talking about earlier.
How powerful is your arm, Dan?
Oh, I've got a pretty good throwing arm. We've got fireworks also being displayed for the start of this race, this feature race. Spectacular. This is what iRacing do best. The attention to detail is unbelievable. You see the traffic there in the background, travelling the back streets, the fireworks down the main straight. This is 410 sprint cars at Knoxville Raceway here on iRacing. You're watching on Wheelybins TV. Big thanks to our sponsors for this event: Fast Car Beds, Positive Signs and Graphic Supplies, Raker Design and Print, and dirtdivision.com.au. It's going to be a big race, boys. Plenty of laps.
Movember Tash Dash. Here we go.
Going to be exciting.
So we see Tim Ryan and is it Alex on the front wall? Tim Ryan and Alex Bergson on the front row. This is going to be interesting. Who's going to get the jump? Will Alex get too much tap and get too much horsepower, or will he maintain it?
Well, we've seen the outside line get on the power early, and I'm pretty sure Alex has been around those and seen that as the cars come down low, getting ready for a start. They're going to start a little bit lower. We don't want to be up on that high line.
And now green flag here at Knoxville.
Then they're away. Gentle off the start there on the outside for Alex Bergeron, just making sure he didn't get thrown into the wall.
No, Tim Ryan's out in front straight away. Alex behind him. Well, who we got up the inside?
There's David. David's there on the inside, I'm pretty sure, moving up into second place.
Into 2. He's now in the lead. Nice move from David. Puts Alex into 3rd. Benny Morrison 4. Vince in 5. They're battling. Here's a position.
Who's on the outside? David Helaman. And we do have a caution out. That would be for, we do have a car in the pits of that car would be a, oh, is that Mr. Stickers?
David Stickers at Stickers. We've also got Corey as well.
Yep.
Someone else looked like they were coming in.
And Matthew Goodwin again. So something big has happened there. Oh yes, he's got his front cameras out of whack, and he's got no nose at all. So oh no, his selfie's gone missing. Where is it? Someone better pick it up, stick it on their wall.
Did he lose his front spot, his front wing?
Yeah, he did. He's got no selfie of himself anymore.
Oh, I tell you what, that'd be worth something if someone finds that. Okay, so Tim Ryan out in 1. What did we get? 2 laps down, 2.5. David Hellman in 2. Great drive from him. Alex gave a bit of room, which was nice, which keeps him in 3. Benny Morrison in 4. Vince in 5, and Jared Steen in 6.
I've also just looking through all the cars. We need to go have a look at Mick Wilson, Dan.
Having a look at Mick Wilson.
Lots of humour out tonight.
Try and get a bit of better view there of. Oh, nice little imprint there on the wing. Yes, we see. It is very important to play with your nuts, of course.
Well, testicular cancer is one of the issues that Movember supports. So yeah, it's definitely a big thing.
Also that, and of course the risk of prostate cancer as well. These guys have gone green. We'll get back to that topic once this race is going. We're under green at the moment, 6 laps down of 30.
David Hilleman on the inside of Alex Bergeron.
No surprises there. Oh, he's up the inside now for Tim Ryan. Going for 1, 2, and 3.
David's got that inside line working well.
Really got some drive, hasn't he? He's got so much control, keeping it right off that lip that's on the inside of the track.
Although
heating tyres up though.
They've moved to Alex Berger, a bit of contact.
They have moved up the high line.
Caution's out again.
Again, who's it for this time? Oh, there's a car spinning in turn 1. Doing multiple 360s.
Oh.
Been a bit of action here. Alex Myers
11
involved, I think, there.
Try to ride the wall.
Single file restart now.
Guys have got to keep it together.
We've lost Vince Romeo.
Going back to the reason we are all here tonight for Movember, raising funds. Matt Hill from Dirt Division's done a great job putting this event together. Raise some great money, but it's all about awareness as well of men's health. If you need some help, have a chat to your mates. There's people you can call. And don't forget, your health is also important. Check it out with the doctor. Don't just play it up. If something's not right, go get it checked out. And if you're over the age of 40, also make sure you make a date for your date. Because prostate cancer is one of the biggest killers when it comes to men, especially over the age of 40 and 50. So make sure you get that checked out.
That's awesome. You don't even have to take your date. You just got to take your blood now.
That's true. So it is less invasive these days. I think it's a PSA test. So
maybe you could still get both if you were concerned. So I would imagine.
But it is a very important issue. I did get the lowdown
though. I got the lowdown on Mick Wilson's nuts on his wing. Because it was getting the lowdown on your guide to checking your nuts.
Ah, I thought it might have been a selfie animated or some sort, but anyway.
Oh, I'd hope it's not a selfie, it's someone's nuts.
Hey, I think we're going green.
We're about to go green. We're getting carried away with chit-chat here. The pace truck is moving forward. Tim Ryan's got control of this race up the front. David Hilliman there in number 2. Alex Bergeron looking for that pass on the inside. We'll see how the restart goes.
Safety truck.
Tim's managed a marvellous start off the front there again.
Start, David, those got the pace on him.
Bergeron's hit the wall. He's dropped that back. Oh, he's going to go for the inside line.
Low and he's fast.
Didn't seem to slow him down at all. Back in the packs, Jared there in 6th position. Brad Cooper
Alex
back in the 9th.
Scott Butler in 5. Jared at the inside. Jared 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Closing.
Bit of a battle pack going on there. Matt Hill, the host of the night's moved back to his 12th position.
Oh, we've got a roll.
Tim Ryan.
It was Tim.
Tim Ryan.
Oh no, what happened?
Now look at a replay of that. Throw on back. Whoa! Big crash up against the wall.
Yellow flag's out.
I really hope he's okay after that, because that was a big stack for him. Car straight back to the pits.
You get out in the lead lap though, that's okay. 13 of 30.
Well, that's a very fast repair by his pit crew, who's paying him well.
There's no messing around with sprint cars. None of that fancy pieces to fix up. It's no GT3 car.
You're going to get back out of the pits. Has he moved out of the pits yet? He's still sitting in the pits, comporting to me. Going to get back out and beat that pace car. On a lap down. Unfortunate for Tim. Such a promising race.
It was a huge accident. Just ran a little wide, caught the fence. So if I can come back to getting the lowdown on our guide to checking your nuts, Dan, just while we're under this safety car. I was joking. Just joking.
Well,
anyway, it's on the it's definitely on the testicular cancer website for Movember Foundation. So go and have a look. I'll leave it at that.
You seem to be you seem to sound very good at playing with your gentleman's plums there, Peter.
No, well, I didn't, but I guess what I'm stuck on, Jacob, is reading the flyer that says, get steamy, a warm shower, put your nuts in the mood, and there's a shower and a picture of that dude's nuts there. And then it says to roll one between the thumb and your fingers to know what's normal. I thought, well, I haven't probably done that for a while either. And it said to repeat with the other one. And although I try and clean my areas up, mate, I don't probably spend that much time there. But I should, clearly, that I'm over 40. Moving on.
Pace car has hit pit lane. Sorry, I did have to go away there for a bit with that conversation. But they're back out on green flag again, and now David's got the lead, but Alex Bergeron, check out the hunger in that car. He's looking very racy.
He's very racy. David's got a nice gap out in 1. Alex in 2. Ben Morrison in 3 still with Scott Butler chasing.
Oh, Ben Morrison's just tapped the wall.
There's a bit of a mess back in there. Was that a yellow called?
No.
No, still under race conditions. Still go, go, go.
Ben bouncing in the back, bouncing the front wheels down the back straight, trying to hold off Scotty Butler, who's up the inside. Has to just get back out to that mid-line. It's safe, and he's into the wall again. Whoa. Ben Morrison's dropped 2. No, 1 position. Oh, here we go. Jared up the inside. But no, he holds it out there again into the wall.
Really rubbing that right rear.
It's all right. He's just finding the boundary. I think he found it a couple of times.
Moving back in the pack a little bit. There's a bit of a challenge on here between Mick Wilson and Matt Hill. Got the 2 Mo bros with the Mo on the front wing. There's a bit of a challenge.
It's all about Movember.
Mick Wilson's moved up onto Clint Smith. Also a battle there between Shannon Anderson and Brad Cooper, I think it is. He slips in underneath him. Whoa, a bit of contact for Shannon Anderson into the back of Brad Cooper. Well, as we look at... Shannon, that's contact!
Yellow flag.
That was, yeah, what happened there? Whoa!
What was that?
That car went flying.
Brad Cooper into the pit, upside down, takes the witch's hat with him.
Did you see the same thing I saw?
I've just... We're getting an instant replay of that now. He's gone out, hit the wall, buckled that right rear, driven along the wall, and then get flipped into the pit lane like bungee cords.
Oh,
that car is wrecked. That was unbelievable. That wasn't a software glitch, I don't know what was, but that was wicked. A lot of cars sitting there in pit lane now. These guys have gone out for a Bunnings sausage and a cold drink.
What?
That was insane.
Sorry, I'm watching the replay. Like,
iRacing does have its glitches, and they are quite amusing when you find them. Especially that's not necessarily a glitch, but the chase jump at Bathurst is quite exciting, quite fun to do.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It makes for some exciting action.
all right, 26 laps of 30. This could be it. This could be the final green flag. Hopefully we'll run it to the end.
5 to go.
David Hillman's been there all night. Here he is now leading as the safety car must be getting ready to come in next lap. Alex Bergeron, again, he's always been at the point end of the field. Scott Butler, Ben Morrison. Wonder how that car's going. Anyway, he's in 4, so with 4 to go. Jared's in 5. Rod Bowden's come back into 6, is good. He's been on the pace. Mick Wilson's nuts are in 7. Matt Hill is in 8.
Poor Danny.
Alex
He's not enjoying it.
Danny Vasily in the top 10.
We've gone from Mo's to nuts. What's next?
Green, we're green.
We're going green, that's where we're going. Back down to the track. David's got a great jump there on Alex.
Great jump. Oh,
Alex right on that wall.
Oh, almost on a slide job.
Slide job from Benny. Oh, he's up 1 position past Scott Butler.
Oh,
Roberts come up.
Oh, there's a yellow. Yep. Whoa, big crash. Car is rolling.
No.
It's Alex Bergeron.
It is.
Back and get a replay of what happened there. hard up into the wall. Yeah, he's been running that tight line way up in the top there, and he's just got sucked into it this time, and that... Oh, it's unfortunate for Alex Bergeron. That's unfortunate for this race. We may be finishing under a yellow. 2 laps to go. Pace car out.
Yeah, looks like we're finishing under yellow. Just watching that replay now, and he's just into the wall. Oh. Looks like we'll be finishing under yellow.
Final lap here for the Tash Dash 2018. It's been exciting. Unfortunate to finish this race under yellow. There was a big push there from Alex. Unfortunately, he grabbed that wall.
I don't think David will think that that's a bad thing, but for the fans looking on, mate, well, there you go. David in P1. Jared's come up into 2. Ben Morrison in 3, and Rob Bowden 4. Mick Wilson in 5. Looks like we'll come around for the last lap under the behind the safety car. Tim Ryan, bit of support for the other drivers. He had a big crash from the lead earlier in the race.
He's off. He's taken off.
Oh, the boys are into
taken
it.
Off.
Into it, and we have fireworks being ablaze here at Knoxville Raceway. Well, it's been a great night of racing. Interesting. Unfortunate to finish these races under yellow situations, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, and we'll have mo of that in other broadcasts, no doubt, until iRacing fix that little glitch.
Yeah, okay, we're going to be able to bring a couple of these guys into the...
Yeah, you can give that another shot there. Hopefully I'll fix that problem.
Okay, so you think I should be able to do it now?
Yeah, we should be able to do that. We might have a look. Tim Ryan's chatting in the YouTube chat after had that accident on the wall. So
we can drag him into as well.
We'll drag him into the comms box right now. Tim, you're here in the broadcast booth, mate. Tough race for you, unfortunate, but it's unfortunate the way the cookie crumbles here in dirt racing.
Yeah, pretty much just got a straight plowed through. Much you can do, really.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's also unfortunate to finish this race under yellow conditions, but yeah, tough racing out there. You're doing so well.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Matt for putting on it. It was a great cause. He does a lot for the community here in Australia. So yeah, massive props to him for putting on such a great event. And yeah, thanks for putting on the broadcast as well, boys. Cheers.
No problems. Thank you for your time, and cheers for the entertainment.
Yeah, no worries.
We've also got Matt Hill in the comms box being dragged in, and we've also got Jared Steen also in the comms box. Steenie, how did your race go, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Not as good in the sprint car as I am in the midgets. Pretty happy to get second. Not too sure what happened to the other guys that were in the top spots there before, but a bit unlucky.
It was all a little bit of action, that's for sure. It was all happening out there on track, but great race. Thanks for the entertainment. Great looking car also out there on track, so well done.
No worries. That's credit to Matt at Dirt Division. He's organises the paints and that. So, and yeah, I'll donate the second place prize money to the Movember.
A fantastic tribute,
nice
mate.
Work, Steenie.
Thank you.
That's I heard there was actually a little bit more of a bonus if you had have won them both. Sorry about that, mate, but 1 and 2 is pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I said jokingly to Matt, you're lucky that I didn't get one more spot.
Oh, mate, I'm sure he would have been happy to put that on. I'm sure he probably will anyway. So, no, well done, mate. Good race.
Also just dragged David into the comms box. Our race winner for tonight here in the 410 sprint cars. David, awesome race from you there tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations on the win, and thank you for being here for tonight's Tash Dash supporting Movember.
You drove very well tonight, David. Quite aggressive off the start. Put you around 2 and 3 for most of the race, and came back in the end after Timmy had a bit of an off. Good drive.
Yeah, a bit of an off, we'll call it. I'm looking at the replay right now to see what it was. Yeah, I thought he'd be a little higher up the track. that's just unfortunate. That's not how we want to win these. But yeah, it was a good race. Was able to get Alex on the start, and was just kind of waiting for the track to come on me. The bottom in 3 and 4 was pretty good. So all in all, I guess a good night.
Thank you very much, and thank you for putting on a great show. It was an awesome race in the 410, so well done. You got any?
Awesome race. You drove really well. Well done.
Anyone you'd like to thank for tonight's support?
The guys at back at TTL, and thanks Matt Hill for putting this on, and Down Under Graphics, TAC 3 Defense, and for Wheelybins for broadcasting it to all the Hylomaniacs.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much, and cheers for racing tonight. Ben Morrison, our 3rd place getter tonight in the 410 sprint cars. Tough race out there, mate.
Yeah, it was a really interesting track. You know, a lot of hop on the cushion, and unfortunately, Alex jumped the cushion. It was just nowhere for me to go apart from through him. You know, feel really bad for getting into him, but you know, it's just one of those situations where it's just something you can't avoid.
Top 3 result. That's it's good in the 410 sprint cars with all that action out there. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, big thanks to Pinnacle Sim Racing, our team, and the sponsors that just help us out. We got Attitude Excavations, statewide forklifts, as well as Sim Drive.
Well done.
Yeah, good job, mate. Well done. Was up there sort of 3 and 5 all night. Good result.
Yeah, it was really good. You know, 2nd in the midgets, 3rd in this. Couldn't really ask for a bad night.
Mate, well done. I didn't realise that. Sorry. The midgets. Well done tonight. That's good.
Yes.
Thanks for coming by and supporting Movember. That's some nice prizes tonight. So well done to yourself.
He's out. Matt Hill, also from Dirt Division, joining us in the comms box. Tough night out on the track for yourself, mate, but great event overall.
Oh, mate, I'm just bloody hopeless. There's my excuse. No, there was a lot of things I was trying to avoid, particularly those little loose bits of mud on the slick and the slick itself. So yeah, I suck still, but you know, I'll work my way up eventually.
Oh, you've done a great job tonight putting together the event, mate. Well done.
There was nothing to it, guys. It was simply just speaking to the right people and people being generous with their time, with their money and their ideas. It came together really well. I kept it simple and just let the iRacing format do its thing. Unfortunately, we had no admins tonight. I was going to be it. But like I said, we let iRacing do its thing, and if someone, if it was any protest wanted to be lodged, you know, we'd have a look at the race and that sort of thing. But it looks like there's none of that. It all seems to be pretty fair, and yeah, everyone's had a bit of fun.
That's great. We've also just dragged Matthew Skinner Goodwin into the comms box. He had a bit of a stack there that didn't make him feel too well in VR, evidently. How was your race, mate? Tough gig, number 20?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't call it pleasant, really. Especially with a couple cans under the belt, you know, being upside down about 20 times in a couple seconds. Yeah, it was a little bit rough. I'm not going to lie, but no, look, big thanks to Matt for whacking this on tonight. Look, I'm never going to be the fastest, but it was good to come out here and have a bit of a bat with the quick fellas and raise a bit of money for a great cause.
Are you going to put do you have a video you can put up for us?
I do believe I saved the replay. Unfortunately, I don't have anything on hand at the moment, but yeah, it was spectacular. I will say.
There's been some awesome racing tonight anyway, mate, and I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, got I think a grand total of 5 laps in. Had a few engine dramas. We call the person who fills up my car engine. So yeah, had a couple of fuel dramas, but no, all in all, great night. Great support for the cause, you know, and especially you guys. You know, great to see you out here broadcasting something like this. Fantastic.
Thank you very much for having us, and thanks for having a good race, and we'll catch you next time we do that anyway.
So the results will be up on the Dirt Division page, I'm sure, in the near future. So
Certainly will. We also got Vincent here in the comms box. He managed to pull a top 10 out of tonight's 410 race. Vincent?
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. Good though.
Well done,
Pretty proud of it. Yeah, it's hard work out there though.
It is. It's tough work, and if sim racing is anything to go by, the guys that do it in real life, mate, I tell you what, I got to hand it to them.
Yeah.
That's awesome work. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight, Vincent.
It's alright.
Back to you, Matt. Sorry.
No. Just Skilby. So it dried out a lot by the end. The lanes opened up, I guess.
Yeah, it was getting interesting going on the straight because the slick had started to just deviate all over the straight. So once you got out of the corners, it's hard to keep the car in a straight line going down the main straights. But then the corners, it was pretty good. But most of the middle line was pretty gone. So
how were you for fuel? Did you get your fuel?
Well, I was gonna just put a small amount in, just enough to go to the finish, but then I decided to just put a full tank in and thought she'll be right. So I didn't have to worry about fuel at all. Good.
Yeah, yellow flag certainly helped that.
Yeah, that is true. Very true.
No, well done, Skilby.
Yeah.
Races tonight.
Yep, pretty happy with that.
Job. Well, Matt, have you got any more final words before we wrap this up for Wheelybins TV tonight?
Certainly do. I want to say a big thanks to you guys for putting this on. You guys done a great job. I was just having a look at the stream then, and yeah, it's really good. Obviously, Positive for their sponsorship. Fast Car Beds, both Adam and Julie, thank you very much for your generosity. And Raker Designs, thank you very much. And also my team, Tank Test RT. We've been getting together now for the last couple of weeks, and just for the Movember side of things, honestly, we've got the best team when it comes to being able to rely on each other. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this night on iRacing is because of my team. So thank you to all the boys on my team.
Fantastic. Well, it's been a great event. It's been a pleasure to be here, and thank you for putting it on. So it's been about 4 weeks in the planning, maybe a little bit longer actually, but I'm very happy to be on board, and I was glad to do this for such a great cause.
Yeah, great job, guys. Well done. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you for your time tonight. And Pete and Jacob, you guys, it was an awesome night here in the comms box. I had a ball. My first dirt broadcast, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. What do you guys think?
I think it was all our first dirt broadcast.
Yeah, it was mine too. Yeah, it was great fun calling it with you great bunch of blokes again.
Popped all our cherries in.
No, well, it was just, mate, it was tough. It was like, okay, it's a little different. Yeah, Speedways, it's awesome. You know, I think we've all grown up, as you both said earlier, around the Speedway. So iRacing does a pretty good job over the last couple of years of putting together the dirt tracks and cars. Awesome fun. Great night.
So in one night, we've all popped our cherries, grown our mustaches, and played with our nuts.
Mate, I think hopefully a few more of us will play with our nuts tomorrow after I explain to them what I'd been reading on the internet during tonight's broadcast.
I think we'll leave it at that before we end up getting any further. No, thank you very much, Jacob and Pete, for joining me in the comms box. It makes this job much easier. It's a pleasure to have you guys on board. This has been Wheelybins TV for the Tash Dash 2018. I thank you very much for joining us. Big thank you to Dirt Division and Matt Hill for having us all on board. Hopefully we can collaborate and do a few more future events. But until then, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Wheelybins TV. Check out our Facebook page at the same name, on Twitch and on Twitter. Get us anywhere around on Wheelybins TV. Big thank you and good night.